According to Bernadus, Swartbooi, leader of the Landless People's Movement (LPM), there are currently 31 pieces of legislation pending in the National Assembly, and the members of the August House are only paid to eat and sleep at home during the pandemic.
This is under the auspices of Professor Kachavili. 31 bills that have not been passed. It tells the story of an ineffective parliament. And an ineffective parliament is so because of an ineffective leader that it has at the apex of that important lawmaking body. Mind you, in terms of the Constitution, the National Assembly is the lead and principal legislative body that has basically been sitting on 31 amendments, bills. This is very scary. And we can't say we have even passed 7 or 10.
Nothing.
Now, I'm connecting that to the global question of COVID, where other parliaments continue to do their work through Zoom and other types of IT available capabilities. Here, this parliament is constantly on a lockdown, not working, not doing anything productive.
Others are working.
We are getting paid for sleeping late,
yes,
and for eating ourselves fat, because it's a 2-week suspension after a 2-week suspension, followed by another 2-week suspension. Yet globally, other parliaments are doing their job. And other opposition parties are actually having their leaders going to farms, staying very nicely, and being very happy about being on the farm. Good to go to the farm, but we've got a constitutional responsibility to provide services. You people in the media, how many press conferences don't you attend that you can also be exposed to COVID?
Yes.
But you are doing your work. Parliament is an essential service.
and civil servants also, they go.
It's an essential service. Why is this parliament on a standstill? And
Exactly.
upon President Gengob calling them, they then come and do outrageous things without thorough debate and discussion. It is sad. You people must reflect on what they plan to do. Mind you, if we go back September, October, and November, I think end of October is closing, 2 months. Can you imagine how many bills we can pass?
Swartbooi also remembers assisting the Popular Democratic Movement leader in becoming the deputy chairperson of the Committee of Privileges, but says he was quiet when they were suspended.
We ensured that Mr. McHenry Venani deputizes the Speaker. How? There is the Speaker, 3 members of Swartbooi, who are members of the Committee of Privileges, and myself, and Mr. McHenry Venani. In other words, we are 2 non-Swartbooi members. The first meeting we've had, we realized, after we proposed to him that we are going to nominate him, that at that meeting, it was myself, Mr. Venani, and the Speaker, who's the Chair, and Sebastian Karupu, who was present there. Any nomination would have to be seconded by someone else. When I saw that other members of Swartbooi are absent at that meeting, I saw a tactical opportunity to ensure that we can get a non-Swartbooi deputy chairperson to enhance our democracy. We gave a commitment to Venani. We carried through that commitment to Venani. We went in. I proposed to Speaker, let us have the nomination and election of a deputy chairperson. Speaker agreed and asked me, who do I nominate? I said, I nominate Honorable McHenry Venani, and I articulated my reasons why I'm nominating him. There was now need for somebody to second that decision, that nomination. There was just a Swartbooi person. It is me here, seated, speaking to you, the people of Namibia, who leaned over to Sebastian Karupu and said, please, for the sake of multi-party democracy, for the sake of the values of our country's freedom struggle, for the sake of Namibia, please second my nomination. He did, upon my urging. He was elected as deputy chairperson. The same McHenry Venani now sits in judgment of those that help him get there. How unethical.
The LPM leaders promised to return with more energy to the National Assembly, and with only 2 months left of the year, they are planning to address as many issues as possible.